Hi friends, I'm back. I'm sorry I missed last night. I'm going to read chapter 6, which is the last chapter of Toy Dance Party. And we left off with chapter 5, them having a second dance party. And there's that picture again where they're just kind of going crazy dancing. There's Plastic, Stingray, Spark, Lumpy is on the top. They're having so much fun. Kind of reminds me of today with Miss Bousset in music. That was super fun with the scarves, with the presto and the, is it forte? I forget. Fast and slow. Anyway, that was so fun to do with you. Chapter 6, Let's Do Our Nails. Plastic and Spark are in the bathtub. It's bouncy to have a friend to float with, and Plastic is boinging herself against the tiled wall and dropping back into the water with a big splash. Spark is swimming in circles with only her fin above the water. It's a Saturday afternoon in late spring. Honey is a soccer game, and the family is out of the house. Lumpy watches Plastic and Spark from atop the closed toilet seat. And Stingray is looking at the pretty colors of nail polish lined up at the back of the sink. Purple, red, pale green, and glitter gold. Robin's egg blue, even. Each one has a tiny brush inside for painting fingernails. That robin's egg blue polish is almost the same color as Stingray herself. Plop! Plastic boings into the water again. You're splashing too much, Stingray warns, waving a flipper. See those water spots on my plush? And look at that puddle on the floor. How are we going to clean it all up? Don't use me, warns Tuck Tuck from her place on the rack. I only just dried out from last night, and for once I'm folded neatly. Calm down, people. We'll use the bath mat, says Spark, lifting her head out of the water. The bath mat doesn't talk. A bath mat doesn't have the same absorbency as a towel, says Tuck Tuck. You're not going to soak up that whole puddle with just a bath mat. I can get a purple towel from the grown-up bathroom, proposes Lumpy. Or Plastic could stop splashing, says Stingray. If you weren't splashing, there wouldn't be a problem. Sorry, Plastic's embarrassed. Stop worrying, says Spark, lifting her head out again. It's not like Honey is observant or anything. She won't notice a little water, neither will her parents. Honey is too observant, says Plastic. Suit yourself. Spark heaves herself onto the ledge of the tub, dripping water onto the tiles. But what kind of a kid leaves a shark in a box? And then a mouse in a vacuum cleaner? Unobservant, that's what's kind. She didn't know Bonkers got sucked in the vacuum, cries Stingray, because she failed to observe it, says Spark. Stingray's loyal. Honey is very busy. She's got soccer and chores and homework to think about. She's getting older, puts in Lumpy. That's what the problem is. I'm just saying, Spark explains. Honey forgot to get Lumpy out of the basement the night we had the dance party. She didn't play with you guys at the sleepover. Plus, she's forcing me to play dress-up and do stupid Barbie stuff. Would any kid paying attention to be able to tell I don't like it? Hello? Honey is okay, but she doesn't seem that into us, if you want to know what I think. She used to be wonderful, says Plastic, just wonderfully wonderful. Plastic hates that Spark doesn't love Honey, because Plastic loves her no matter what and for always. But it's true that things are not quite the same as they were when Honey was younger. She didn't notice I had that hole in my flipper, Stingray admits. She doesn't play in the bath anymore, adds Tuck Tuck. She didn't take us on vacation, says Lumpy. Not one single one of us. And there's not as much specialness. This last is hard for Stingray to say. She looks at the floor while she speaks. It used to seem like the specialness would go on forever and ever, but now it's hardly ever special. Spark drops into the bathtub again, pulls the plug with her teeth, and hurls her rubbery body over the ledge onto the bath mat. She shakes herself dry like a dog and announces, "Let's do our nails." "What?" asks Lumpy. "Our nails. I see you checking out that polish, Stingray." Stingray nods absently. She's still thinking about the specialness problem. "Pretty, isn't it?" says Spark. "I don't have any nails," says Plastic, nervous. "It's normal for a ball." "Neither do I," says Spark. "Who cares? Do our nails is an expression. We'll paint something else with the nail polish, but it'll cheer you guys up, won't it?" Plastic bounces over to look at the colors. Ooh, she cries. There's gold here, real live glitter gold. What will we paint instead of nails? Stingray wonders. The Barbie box or something? The idea comes out of her mouth without any planning. Aha, cries Spark. Aha what? Aha, yes, the Barbie box. Spark throws herself out the bathroom door and down the hall. Fantastic idea, Fishy, she calls over her top fin. Lumpy and Stingray look at one another for a minute. Stingray feeling surprised at the idea she's voiced. Painting the Barbie box. She didn't mean to suggest it, or maybe she did. In fact, she did mean it. That stupid box and those silent Barbies getting all the attention and specialness. Stingray grabs 2 bottles of polish from the edge of the sink and leaps with them down to the floor. What are you waiting for? She asks Lumpy. Nothing, Lumpy answers. I'm waiting for nothing. He scrambles up, sticks 2 bottles under his front legs, 1 more in his mouth, and jumps. The 2 of them hurry down the hall. Wait, calls Plastic, unsure. No answer. They're not waiting, says Tuk Tuk. Plastic calls again. Are you doing a nice thing, she asks, or a naughty thing? Silence. They're not listening either, says Tuk Tuk. Lumpy and Spark drag the Barbie box to the center of Honey's bedroom. It's closed tight, with the Barbies and all their clothes inside. Stingray loosens the caps on the nail polish. You have to be very neat, Lumpy warns his friends, because Frank can't help you with nail polish. What about dry cleaning? Stingray's anxious. That won't get polished out either. Tuk Tuk told me Honey's mother takes her nail color off with a special remover, Lumpy explains. Plus, she keeps it in the medicine cabinet, which is hard to get to. So don't spill any polish on yourself or you'll never get clean. Stingray begins with the robin's egg blue, which will match her plush even if she does spill. She's painting herself, a large and beautiful stingray, right over the picture of a Barbie doll on one end of the box. Stingray makes the darling curve of her own tail, the strong arch of her flippers, the adorable shape of her own nose, loving the feel of the polish brush as it slides across the vinyl, loving the blue, loving even the smell of the polish. Spark has been scribbling, holding the brush in her teeth and making violent slashes of light green. I'm cheering up already, she says, out one corner of her mouth. You cheering up, Bison? Lumpy's made a thick red line all along the crack where the lid meets the rest of the box. It's a dark and angry scrawl, but he does like the look of the deep red against the soft pink of the box. He tells Spark, yes, and tries something, a flower, and another, and another. He changes colors and paints purple flowers. Sheep rolls over to see what's happening. Is that clover you're painting? She asks the shark, or is it grass? It's the ocean, says Spark. Oh. Sheep thinks for a minute or two and then asks, don't you think it would be good if you painted some clover? Then it would be interesting. Interesting to you, maybe. Everyone's interested in clover, says Sheep. What's not to like? Spark doesn't answer. She's concentrating. Sheep watches a little longer, then tips over on her side and falls asleep. Plastic's been rolling herself dry on the bath mat, thinking, I don't want to be naughty, she tells Tuk Tuk. I want to be nice. So be nice if you want to be nice, Tuk Tuk says. Plastic thinks some more. Did you see that nail polish, she asked. Yes, Tuk Tuk saw it. There was a glitter gold color. Mm-hmm. Glittery goldy gold, says Plastic. So bright. Glittery gold polish. Are you changing your mind, asked Tuk Tuk. Are you going to be naughty now? I'm changing my mind, yells Plastic, twirling. Glittery goldy gold polish. She bounces down the hall after the others. Everyone's paintings look excellent, thinks Plastic, bounding into the bedroom. Glittery gold gold, she tries again. Is anyone using? Can I have a turn? Stingray pours the puddle of glitter gold on the big, flat lid of the Barbie box. Thank you, says Plastic, springing up. Ooh, it feels slippy and sticky. Plastic rolls from side to side and round in the polish, coating the pink vinyl with gold. Look at me, she squeals, twisting herself in circles to create a spiral pattern in glitter. I'm painting with no hands. Her painting is so swirly and goldy gold. Plastic hops off the box to let the others see what she's done and rolls joyfully around on the rug, thinking only about gold and what a happy bright color it is. Don't come so close to me, snaps Stingray. I'm dry clean only. Plastic stops rolling. Uh-oh. Lumpy looks at Plastic and shakes his head. What? Lumpy coughs. You're gold. I am? And the carpet. It's gold, too. Plastic looks around. Lumpy's right. She's left a sticky path of glitter gold everywhere she rolled. It doesn't come off, scolds Lumpy. Weren't you listening when I explained? No, Plastic had been in the bathroom when he explained. Oh, no, no, no. Plastic has been so naughty. She's never been naughty like that before. What to do? What to do? Before she has time to think, before anyone has time to think, the toys hear a key in the door. Ooh, dun, dun, dun. The people are home early. Rumpa, lumpa, rumpa, lumpa, grunk, grunk. Lumpy, Stingray, and Spark hide beneath the high bed, tipping over 2 jars of polish as they run. But Plastic is scared to move. If she rolls or bounces, she'll attract nail color on even more of Honey's carpet. What to do? What to do? The parents come upstairs. The mother stops short when she sees the mess. Honey, she calls in a strained voice. Can you come here now, please? The dad scratches his neck and speaks in a low, angry voice. Look what she did to a rubber ball, and to the sheep, and the rug, and all that nail polish she just got, the mom adds, and her Barbie box. Honey enters the room and catches sight of Plastic, covered with glitter gold, and sheep, asleep in a puddle of Spark's green polish. She walks over and looks at the Barbie box, painted with a curious mix of ugly, angry scribbles and beautiful art. Honey knows the toys have done it. Plastic can tell from her expression. They have never done anything this bad before, nothing that would get Honey in trouble. Will she know why they did it? Will she be angry? She pulls Plastic off the sticky carpet. She begins to lift Sheep too, but as she does, there's a ripping noise. The noise of a felt ear, the only ear Sheep has left, tearing. Part of Sheep's ear stuck to the carpet with nail polish. Honey's hand stops for a moment, but there's no other way to move Sheep. Sorry, boys and girls. That's my husband. Gently, she rips the ear the rest of the way and holds the wounded Sheep in her arms. I'm sorry, she says to her mom and dad. It was a bad idea, and I should have cleaned it up. I was careless. Okay, so there's Honey and mom and dad seeing the mess that has been made. But she's owning up to it, even though she didn't really do it. Plastic nearly twitches with surprise and relief. Honey squeezes her. I'll clean off all my toys and buy you new remover with my allowance, continues Honey. I'll try to clean the carpet, too. The mother shakes her head, still angry. It's a start, says the dad. Honey takes Plastic, Sheep, and Barbie box to the bathroom, where she rubs polish remover on Sheep's matted wool. Some of the polish comes off, but Sheep will be forever green around the left side of her neck and head. Her hearing, though not gone, will be worse than before. Honey puts a band-aid on the ear nub. She dabs Plastic with remover, then rinses the ball under the tap and dries her with Tuk-Tuk. The clumps of polish come off pretty easily, but it looks as though Plastic will remain shimmery with a slight residue of glitter gold. Plastic doesn't mind. He doesn't seem mad at all. She's taking care of them. She even squeezed Plastic in an understanding way. Besides, Plastic thinks the glittery goldy gold looks very good. When Plastic and Sheep are as clean as they can get, Honey looks at the paintings on the Barbie box. She tries to open it. It won't open. Honey runs the cotton ball dipped in remover along the edges, but Spark has put so much sticky green along her side of the box, and Lumpy so much red on his, the lid won't separate from the bottom. The Barbies are still inside. I'm going to stop here for now, friends. All right, I'll read the rest on Monday, and have a good night and a good weekend. All right, I'll see you soon.